it is my pleasure to present to you the all-new 2015 Chevrolet Suburban. With the Suburban being the longest-running nameplate in America, Chevrolet had a lot weighing on its shoulders. Let's check out and see if they succeeded with the all-new 2015 Chevrolet Suburban. This particular one is in the silver ice metallic with the jet black leather interior. This is an LTZ two-wheel drive model. This vehicle also features all of the available options. So, the key fob has even been redesigned. The LTZ model comes standard with the smart key access and push button start. Now the Suburban does come standard with remote start, so we'll go ahead and lock the vehicle twice and press and hold the remote start button. This feature allows you to warm up the vehicle in the winter or cool it down in the summer without ever having to come and access your vehicle. So to unlock the vehicle, there's one of two ways. You can use the typical unlock button, or you can leave this smart key in your pocket or purse, walk up to the vehicle, and you'll notice a chrome little tab. Press this button once and it unlocks the door. As you can see, we're unlocked. And we'll go ahead and climb inside and start up the Suburban. To start, just put your foot on the brake and hit the engine start button. See, started right up. And we'll go ahead and turn on the automatic headlights, as well as fog lights. Roll down the fully automatic window, and we'll turn on the hazards. As you can hear, when I shut the door shuts with a solidity. The honking just lets the owner know that the key fob has left the interior of the vehicle. As you can see, new for 2015, the doors now come to the side of the vehicle versus on top. That is just to quiet the cabin. Coming to the mirror, you can see we have LED turn indicators, as well as our blind spot monitoring system, as noted by this little star and car. Chrome mirror caps on this LTZ with black underguards. Chrome trim around the sides of the windows. Beautiful silver ice metallic exterior. Coming to the side, this model runs on Continental tires, and they are also 20-inch rims. The wheel wells are also carpeted, just to quiet down the cabin once more. Coming to the front, you can see this vehicle has HID, high intensity discharge headlights, as well as LED accenting. The flickering is just a trick of the camera. We do have our turn indicators down below, fog lights mounted at the bottom, as well as front parking sensors, as noted by these little black dots. Chrome grille on the LTZ. Of course, it's the typical Chevrolet 2-bar with the large prominent bow tie in the center. Opening the hood. Very quiet 5.3 liter EcoTech V8, new for 2015. This V8 is direct injected, produces 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque through a 6-speed automatic transmission. This particular model is rear wheel drive. Carpeted up top just to quiet down the cabin again. Closing the hood is just as easy as opening it. As you can see, your headlights wrap around to the side of the vehicle. Coming down to the side of the Suburban, see we have Suburban emblazoned in chrome inside, as well as a little side body guard and chrome accented running boards. Again, the door handles are accented in chrome with the chrome smart key access button. That's on all 4 doors. You can see this is an LTZ model, mounted right above the nice body line, which runs all the way down into the headlights. Coming to the tail light, you can see we have a body color D-pillar, revised rear tail lights, and coming to the rear of the vehicle, your tow hitch is mounted right behind this little cover. More rear parking sensors with the chrome accenting, and your rear wiper is tucked away up here underneath the standard rear spoiler with the LED brake light, third brake light. Now climbing into the interior of the Suburban, go ahead and take this key fob out of the way. As you can see on the door panel, we have a stitched leather upper portion with a chrome door handle, as well as your door locks. Full power mirror control with power folding mirrors, just to ease parking a little bit. Fully automatic windows, as I mentioned. Child locks as well as window locks. 2-person memory as well as easy exit for the driver. Bose audio system. Lower storage. Padded materials all the way down. Wood accenting and a little bit of storage. So we'll go ahead and roll up the window. Coming to the inside, you can see this model features a 10-way power driver's seat, seat bottom, seat recline, as well as seat lumbar. Beautiful new seats for 2015 with the stitching and the ventilated leather. We're climbing inside. Turn off the hazards. And, as I mentioned, automatic headlights. Closing the door. Shuts with a solid thud, as I mentioned before. And the vehicle is so quiet you can barely even hear the engine. Coming to the dashboard, the new Suburban is fully padded dashboard with the leather stitching. You can definitely tell the amount of quality and time General Motors put into producing this vehicle. It's a very nice place to be. As you can see, the accenting, the air vents kind of continue into the center. Traction control as well as power pedal adjustment. Lane keep assist as well as your parking sensors. The level of, or the amount of accenting in here is just astounding. There's so much design and thought put into this vehicle. For the first time, the Suburban now features automatic front windshield wipers. We have variable intermittent speeds as well as rear wiper controls. And also tap for 3 blinks. Just tap the turn signal. And it gives you 3 blinks for lane changes. The steering wheel is a nice size diameter. It's leather stitched, as you can see here. Nice small rim, feels great in the hands. It is also power tilt and telescoping with this little button right here. Coming to the left side of your steering wheel, you have your cruise control features, your forward collision alert, as well as your heated steering wheel. On the back of this side, you also have your seat controls for the radio and your presets. Coming to the other side, you have your volume controls. You also have a 4-way selector for your center-mounted gauge pod, Bluetooth controls. It is a 4-spoke steering wheel with chrome accenting. Now, coming to the gauge pod, you can see we have a 140 mile an hour speedometer, which is new for 2004 to 15. You have all of your auxiliary gauges as well as tachometer, and then you have the beautiful LCD in the center. You can see we have a compass in the lower left-hand corner, your gear selection in the lower right-hand corner, and then you have a beautiful information screen. As you can see now, we're on a digital speedometer. Using these 4-way controllers as well as select, you can move through the various menus. You can see we have trip A and trip B, fuel range, oil life, and tire pressure. Now clicking over, you can go through audio. You can also go through all your radio stations as well as your presets. You can seek right here. Clicking over, you can use your favorites. This vehicle has not had any favorites set yet. Phone, if there was a Bluetooth phone connected, you would have all of your controls right there in the center. Navigation, if there was a route entered, you'd have all of your route set up right here in the center so you wouldn't have to take your eyes off the road. And just general vehicle settings. So we'll click back on up to info. Very nifty feature to have. Up above here in this little spot, you can see that this is where your forward collision alert is. Basically, a series of dots illuminate when you approach this vehicle in front of you, and that's just to alert the driver. Now you have a 6-speed automatic located on the column. It is leather stitched with tow haul mode, as well as manual selection. Pull it down all the way for manual. Back one up for drive. If we go into reverse, you can see this vehicle does come equipped with a backup camera with distance and trajectory. Trajectory is when you turn the steering wheel, it shows you where the vehicle will go. Your push button starter, leather stitched center console, very nice to have, with your wood accenting as well as a map pocket down below. Coming to the middle, you have a small storage bin with a 12-volt power outlet as well as 2 USB charger ports. Coming here, you have your 2 dual cup holders for the front. It's all accented in chrome rings. Opening up your chrome center console, you have a little bit of storage on top with a huge center bay with your hanging file storage, a storage for your smart key access fob. You have your SD card slot, auxiliary, as well as 2 more USB ports, a 12-volt outlet, and some storage for a smartphone. Now coming to the center of the vehicle, you can see we have your heated and cooled seats. They are 3-stage. You also have your rear controls for the rear climate control, fan speed, zones, as well as temperature. You can lock out the rear, turn off the power, and put it on automatic mode. Same goes for the dual front, so you have a 3-zone total. Dual front climate control, so you have your temperature. You can sync or unsync the driver and the passenger. Fan speed located in the middle, as well as your zones and defrost. And all of this shows up on the beautiful LCD screen. You see temperature, fan speed, and you have your CD slot, all finished in a metallic, beautiful trim. These are your radio controls. You can see you have your volume, as well as your menu and tune selections, radio and media shortcuts, scrolling through your presets, home button, back, eject, and this button raises your LCD screen to reveal some hidden storage, as well as USB port, and it's all padded and felt lined. Now coming to the beautiful LCD screen, if I hit home, you can see it's set up in a tablet-like fashion. It does have your favorites down below. You can quick access your radio. You can go to phone. You can go to your navigation. A beautiful crisp display with all of your features for destination, input, etc. Back to home. Pandora, internet radio, general vehicle settings, XM satellite weather. If this vehicle had a DVD placed or Blu-ray player, you could actually view it right here in the center if the vehicle is in park. And you actually have your OnStar. Overall, very comprehensive system to use, very easy if you're familiar with a tablet or any smartphone. It's just a very easy system to use. Again, with the padded materials, it's a very luxurious feeling. Coming up above, you have a nicely padded headliner. It's a woven material. You have your sun visor, as well as vanity and LED mirror lights. You also have a microphone on the side with your grab handle. Coming to the center for the first time, the Suburban also features a conversation mirror, as well as sunglass holder. You also have your power liftgate controls, as well as the power sunroof, garage home link, and more LED interior illumination. Coming to the passenger side of the Suburban, you can see it features the same power adjustments. Climbing in is easy with this grab handle. You can see that Chevrolet put a lot of detail into the center with the padded leather trim. Damped center glove box. Very commanding view of the road. It is a Suburban after all. Coming to the second row of the Suburban, as you can see, we have our full access doors. The quality comes back from the front. We have the stitched leather upper portion with the chrome door handle. New for 2015 are the cup holders mounted in the door of the vehicle. More wood trim as well as storage. Our chrome speaker grille. As you can see, this model is equipped with the bucket second row seats. So you have 2 seats here, 2 seats in the front, as well as 3 seats in the rear, for a total of 7 passengers. As you can see, we have our manual recline, as well as power folding with this little button on the side. And so with that, so you can see the seat flips itself forward. Very nice to have. And then if you want to access the third row, just pull on this pull on this handle, and you can see you have great access to the third row. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Access to the third row is very easy. Just tumble the seat back down like this. And you have a 12-volt power outlet in the rear. Dual cup holders. You see the third row is a new design for Chevrolet. The seat now power folds, so you have more leg room, and you also have a greater thigh support. You have adjustable third row headrests. Just lift up and pull up. Again with the stitching and the real leather trim. It's also ventilated in the rear. Coming up above, you have your LED map lights, and you also have a third row DVD player. There's also one mounter for the second row. So we'll go ahead and climb out. Very easy to do, as I mentioned. And we'll check out the second row features. Tumbling the second row is just as easy. We use our grab handle to access the third row, or second row. As you can see, this driver's seat is slid all the way back, and legroom for my 6'1" frame is just fantastic. We do have map storage, plenty of footroom, again with that convenient cup holder as well as our power window control. Coming to the center, we have a household outlet, very nice to have, charging laptops and such. Car outlet. We also have our third row controls, as I mentioned, with the auxiliary controls right up there. Fan speed, automatic mode, temperature. You also have volume for your headsets, USB port, SD card slot, as well as hooking up a video game system or whatever, as well as heated seats and a little bit of storage down below. Now, one can access the trunk of the Suburban in many ways. As I mentioned, there's the controller in the center roof of the Suburban, and you can adjust it to however high you'd like your tailgate to rise. But you can also control it with the key fob or the buttons on the back. So we'll go ahead and open the glass. You can see it opens just like that. Hydraulic assists. And you can see you have plenty of cargo space. And then to access the trunk, you see it's a power tailgate. And you also have a cargo net. You have a 12-volt power outlet. These are very new for 2015 and one of the highlights of the new model. You also have your power third row controls as well as flip down for your second row seats. Before we check out that, we'll also check out the underfloor storage system. See, it's hydraulically assisted. You can store valuables out of the way. Go ahead and fold down our third row seat using these toggle switches. And you can see, with that, I'll fold down the driver's side, second row. You can see cargo volume is absolutely enormous. You can haul basically anything you'd need to in this vehicle. And you can raise your third row just with the same toggle switches. And we'll go ahead and close up our third row. And so I believe you'll join me in saying that the new Suburban is a healthy renovation from the 2014 model. The new Suburban packs basically everything the new owner could ever want, all the new technologies, infotainment, as well as connected driving assists, and plenty of luxury, and of course what the Suburban's known for, plenty of space. So thank you for joining me, and stay tuned for more.